Shit, I had the wrong transition set up. My bad, guys. What's up? Welcome on in. Today is August 18th, 2026, and we're going to do things a little bit different here today. Usually we're live at 3 o'clock, but it's a pretty slow week in the sports world. So we thought, why not do a little watch along for the Cubbies game? Last night PCA honestly dominated, is this even? Now you guys couldn't hear the music the whole time, huh? My bad. So last night PCA had a great game. He's really pushing his MVP campaign as good as you can see it. We got the Cubs game kicking off here shortly, and so we're planning on doing it, like I said, something a little different. Let me stop the music real quick so I can actually hear myself think. We're doing something a little different this time around. We're gonna do a Cubs watch party. I got a little score bug. Let's get over to it real quick. Hold up, let me find it. I don't got a proper transition button set up yet. I made a huge mistake, guys. I went out with my girl and grabbed some drinks and had a little fun before I verified whether or not I was fully ready. I felt like I was fully ready. It seemed like I was fully ready, and then I got in front of this computer and I was not ready whatsoever. But we got a good game kicking off today. I plan to be live with like 30 minutes early and do a little breakdown of the MVP race. A little Kyle Tucker, is he really going through the yips? Is he doing what he's doing? We'll talk about it in a little bit, but we got Kevin Gosman kicking off the day. Let's see if I built this score bug today. Let's see if it actually works. That was a first pitch strike. Let's see if my score bug updates. Is the delay too long? Hold up. Let's see. That feels too long. Let's move it to 10 seconds. That should... There you go. Nope, that's too fast. That's ahead of me. We're behind in the count now. Let's go 15 seconds. Sorry, guys. Growing pains of starting a new watch party. 2-1 on my screen. 2-1, hopefully, on your screen. Let me update the score bug on the stats to 15-second delay. This will be a lot easier in football season. Let me tell you. 3-1. All right, that's right on cue. We got a challenge coming in right now. So let's see. I want to hear the fucking announcers. So what's going on? Is it a challenge? Yeah, it's a ball. Okay. 3-1. Nope, we're still behind because that score bug has them on first base. So let's go 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Oop, that's 120 seconds. These are the growing pains of starting a watch along, guys. So we're going to go 20 seconds. I think that's pretty good right there. The APIs are too quick. All right. We got a runner on first base, Kevin Gosman. He's new Cub coming on in. Had a little rough outing against the Cardinals, I will say. He kind of got kind of got pounded on, but it's okay. So like I said, guys, we got a new thing that we're gonna do this time around. I really wasn't like super fucking ready for this shit. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, wasn't the most ready for this, but we're here. We're here. 1-0 count, Kevin Gosman, runner on first. We got Murakami at the plate. Damn, that scorebug's still ahead. Still ahead. Okay. I'm thinking 30 seconds feels right. What about you guys? I'm thinking 30 seconds feels right. The APIs are just too quick. 2-0 count. Let's see. Kevin Gosman winds up for the pitch. That's the strike, right? Let's see. What's it going to be? Was that a strike? That should have been a strike. That's a strike. There we go. That's right on cue. That's literally perfect. All right. 30 seconds is the magic number. But, look, I was watching this game last night. If you guys didn't watch the game last night, I feel really bad for you as a Cubs fan. It really was probably the game to watch. Yeah, PCA first pitch of the ball game, or first pitch, the Cubs saw the ball game. He took that shit deep. And then PCA's the last pitch of the ball game, he also took that deep. Now, I can't show you the highlight. Otherwise, the MLB will try and take me down. But we have a rule here that I've just instituted. We got some silly juice here in the Ronaldinho Cup. Jesus Christ. Back-to-back walks, Gosman. Okay. This is not a great start. Not a great start for my boy Kevo, the newly acquired ace. And yeah, look at that. Score bug right on cue. We're on cue. So here's what I'll say. If you're trying to sync up our games, well, one, the game's on TNT, TBS. If you want to go watch it, it's live broadcasted. We try and sync up our games. The best thing to do is watch the score bug. So we built this thing, wrong side, that side, there you go, right there. So you'll see Kevin Gosman, he's winding up for the pitch, does his little dance. Oh, it's a beautiful four-seam fastball, right edge of the plate, bottom corner, perfect. So I'm hoping, listen, this was the kind of like a dream of mine one day to be like a MLB announcer, if you will. I'm not necessarily trying to be an MLB announcer, but I think this is fun. We're in a short part of the sports season. We got the Prem kicking off this weekend. We got training camp in full swing, and we got the Cubs really playing some dang good baseball. Now, I was a little worried that my first, watch party might turn into not the most fun, but anyways. Any home run we see from the Cubbies, we down the Ronaldinho of the silly juice. This should be a double play right here. Boom, perfect. So runner advanced to third, double play. It's the big for the Cubbies right there. Nico Horner subbing in for Dansby Swanson. Dansby pulled his hip flexor, I want to say. Swinging the bat too hard. Not the best look for us old men, plus 30. I went on a 4-mile run yesterday. We were walking to this thing called Tasty Tuesday, and I turned to my girl. I was like, my hip flexor kind of hurts. So, listen, for anybody over 30, you understand my pain of the hip flexor hurting. Anybody that's under 30, you probably have never dealt with that before, but it's not great. Not great. So, welcome on in. We live on TikTok in a handful of different places. We're watching the Cubbies game. Let me put a little text box up there to let people know the stakes. Ad source. Text box. I need to play a little music. I'm not going to lie. It's not too loud for you guys. Let's see. I'll turn it down a little teensy bit. Perfect. Hopefully my baby girl downstairs will let me know if that music's too loud, because that, based on what I'm seeing on my end, it looks pretty good. Let's go. Strike three. Let's go, Kevo. Let's get us out of the inning. 2 back-to-back walks to start the first inning, and then boom, double play ball to Nico Horner, and then Kevo Gosman gets a Gazi, as he likes to be called from what I've heard, gets us out of the inning, and now we into commercial break. Let's go. So now we can kind of chill a little bit. We got a little downtime. Anyways, let me do the little text box thing. Let people know the stakes that we're at. Hopefully TikTok doesn't try and take me down for it. You can call this one stakes. And it's going to say every Cubs homer equals down the silly. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm already 2 sillies down. So this could... Oh, what the fuck just happened? Hold on, guys. I don't even know how I turned that upside down. I'm just going to delete that. We're going to take that from the top because I don't even know how to make it right side up. I'm not going to lie. Add source. Let's try this again. Text. We're going to call that the silly. Every Cubs homer equals down the silly. If you don't know what the silly is, well, I want you to use your Oh, I can't curse too much. TikTok, kick me off real quick. I want you to use your thinking brain and realize that I'm on the TokTik, and TokTik don't like certain things to be advocated for. So we're gonna call this water. Got it? It's water. All right. So, anyways, going into the bottom of the first inning last night, we had an incredible game. Pete started the game off with a home run, and then he walked it off with, a walk-off home run. I don't know what else to say there. I will say the MVP race is heating up. You got Shohei Ohtani also hit 2 home runs yesterday. So, it was against the Rockies though, and in like 11-1 blowout. So I'll be the first to tell you that. Who cares, right? Pete has been the most clutch player for the Cubs since the beginning of the season. It's been really incredible to watch. I'm just glad to be a part of it, honestly. I kind of wish our Pops was here to watch this with us because Pete really is a special talent. But anyways, we got Pete walking up to the plate here. We got Brian Hudson on the stripe, 3-4 record, 3.14 ERA. He's out of the stretch, winds up. First pitch is outside. Pete with one of the best improvements that we've ever seen in terms of walk rate. So this man is taking pitches. Another one outside. Is that a four? Is this 4-seamer really only 89 miles per hour? That seems slow. That feels slow. I don't know. You guys tell me. Oh, a little. Yeah, I guess he can only whip that thing in an 80. When was the last time you saw a pitcher throwing an 89 mile per hour 4-seamer? Anyways, let me pull up some stats here real quick. Oh, nah, he got under it a little bit. Did he? Oh, actually, is he? Is it gone? We're down in the silly right away. Let's go, Pete. Come on. Let's go. It looked like he's like, I don't got the broadcast. I can't hear the crowd. Oh my God. What a time to be alive. This is a full one. I took 3 sips out of it. Come on, Pete. You couldn't even, all right, back-to-back games with leadoff home. I'm yelling way too much into this microphone. I need to turn my mic down. Sorry, guys. I don't want to blast you in the ears like that. My bad. PCA. This could be a long night if we just keep hitting back-to-back jacks like this. So, let's do it. We made a promise. Cheers, Pete. Hopefully say it doesn't go, well, hopefully say it does go back-to-back. Woo. Now that was some good water. Come on. How could you not love this? Pete Crow Armstrong. This is as good as it gets. Cubs fans. Like, we traded Javi Baez, one of them. Oh, okay. Seiya Suzuki strikes out 3 straight pitches. It's okay. I was in the process of celebrating Pete's home run. But, whew. What a start to the game. Pete going deep. If you guys are wondering where to watch this game, you can find it on TBS. Whew. Any more home runs, you're going to hear a lot more of those. I'll tell you that much, boys. But, whoo, Pete, come on, man. What a great start to the game. So 1-0 to the Cubbies. Hudson's already given up a homer. He's dialing in a little bit more. He's cranked up that fastball about 3 miles per hour. Little weird seeing a starting pitcher pitch out the stretch. I'll tell you that much. But Breggs on top of Pete Crow Armstrong. Breggaronis has been
looking for
on
a
a
car
bit.
that is brilliant.
Shit. Don't hear that ad. You didn't hear that ad. No free ads. No free ads. I'm trying to pull up stats so I can be somewhat helpful in this. Try and beat my own bug. All right. So 1-2 count from the stretch. Chopper up the middle. Second baseman makes a great play, and that's 2 outs. I'll get a new silly at the break, boys. Ohtani will win MVP. No, he won't, Showtime. I'm telling you right now, he will not. And the reason why he won't win MVP is simply because, well, of a few different reasons. One, he's not pitching. So if he was pitching, then yeah, he would win the MVP. I'll give it to you, Mr. Showtime. But I mean, you got to watch him Pete play baseball. I mean, the guy literally won us the game last night. So who are you to say that Ohtani is going to win the MVP? He hit 2 home runs against the Rockies. Who even cares about the Rockies? It's mile high at that. Oh my gosh. Bushy. Oh, this could be a long night, boys. This could be a real long night. Is the wind blowing out at Wrigley? That's what I want to know, because, oh my God, I'll go get another one. I'll be right back. This may have been a huge mistake, guys. This may have been a huge mistake. Putting every Cubs homer equals down in the silly. Given that me and the lady went to dinner before this and we had already downed a few sillies. So cheers to I got another burp before I can even get to it. Whew. All right, maybe this was a little aggressive. I guess if we would have done this last night, this would have been the first inning anyway. So cheers, Michael Bush. Appreciate the Ronaldinho water. Cheers to you guys. Whew. Not gonna lie, that was a halfie. It was a halfie. I can't do it. All right. So 2 outs, 0-2 count. Nico Horner subbing in for Dansby in shortstop. He's our go-to second baseman. I will say, it's a nice little, nope. Grounder to third. And he makes the play. I should really get the players down. Listen, it's our first stream, guys. We're working through it. Anyways, that's the end of the first inning. Cubbies up 2-0. Great start to the game. Pete Crow Armstrong, back-to-back games, going yard on the first pitch not the first pitch he sees, but first batter of the game. Great to see. We up 2-0. The game is on TBS for anybody that's interested in watching. Let's see if we can get something else going on real quick. I love how that guy came in and he was like, Ohtani's going to win MVP. And he just left right away. He didn't even give me a chance to rebuttal. He was just like, I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. And then I'm out of here. I was like, all right, dude. Well, at least give me a chance to respond, That's all I got to say. What a great start to the streamathon. So I will say the Cubs are looking pretty dang good this year, boys. The Cubs are looking pretty good. Let me get this started up. 1 second. Little bad radio if you're watching the game. best way to sync this up is watch the balls and strikes on the score bug. Pause your game, wait for that strike to come through, and I won't ruin anything for you. When it comes to the footy, we're going to do probably a footy watch along. Appreciate the love, guys. I'm going to do a footy watch along on Friday for the Arsenal game. And then we're going to do, we'll see. If this goes well, we get, people in here and they're enjoying it, and I got a good flow of this, then we'll try. I'm in a bit of scramble mode right now. Not necessarily used to what's going on, but hey, we're doing it. There you go, Landon. I agree. Pete is the MVP, and he will win the MVP, especially if Ohtani doesn't pitch. But here's my whole thing on Pete winning the MVP. If you took Ohtani off of the Dodgers, they're still in first place in the West. If you took Pete off of the Cubs, what's up, Cam? What, the man, the myth, and you're the man, the myth, the legend, not me. You're the inspiration, Cam. Come on. Good to see you, my man. How you been? How's the life? How's the kiddo? We're looking for engagement. All right. Shit. Then you realize this. We're back. 1-1 count. Kevin Gosman from the windup. Perfect pitch. Challenge that. Come on, Amaya. I will say one thing about Amaya. And I think a lot of Cubs fans will agree with me here. He does not challenge pitches well. He does not. Carson Kelly I think Carson Kelly might be the best at challenging pitches in the league. Amaya, on the other hand, this guy should have struck out already. Anyway, we got a little love on the strike zone last night. So I'm not going to complain too much. We probably would have lost that game if their catcher would have made the challenges that they should have. But that's neither here nor there. Cosman with the pitch, 2-2 count, strike, 3, splitter goes down. With a splitter, my bad. my bad. Montgomery goes down on the splitter. Great, look at that action just coming on the outside. They got Will Venable on the broadcast right now. I can't hear it on my end, but it is what it is. So one down. Kevin Gosman with a stretch. Splitter, a little low. Not much of a competitive pitch, to be honest. If you want to know what a competitive pitch is, when you're running, a lot of these pitchers are trying to run the edges of the zone. So something like that where it's that far out, it's really not that competitive. So that splitter, perfect. 1-1 count, fanned right over it. That's Ghazi's pitch, right? So good to see. Colson Montgomery at the plate. Oh, that's all right. Fly ball at center field. Pete tracks over and he makes the catch. Well done, Pete. So 2 outs, nobody on. Coming up to the plate was it Meldroth or is that Peters? I want to say Peters, actually. Or no, that's kind of confusing. You got back-to-back Montgomerys. B Montgomery and then C Montgomery. What the hell is that? So it's Meldroth. Great pitch, 4-seamer, top of the zone. If he's looking for a fastball there, that could be bad, but good pitch to say the least. You got Ghazi with the stretch, or from the windup. Slider inside, fouled off. 0-2 count. Now, I will say the pitch clock, probably the best thing to have in the baseball. It's moving quick, boys. It's moving quick. Back in the day, these things would be, it's a base hit. It's a base hit for Meldroth. And now we have Tyson Peters, or I don't even know if that's his name, actually. Tristan Peters. My bad. Tristan Peters coming up to the plate. Lefty on righty. Should be a bit of a challenge to him, to say the least. The reason why that is left-handed batters on right-handed pitching can see the ball a tad bit longer than you can on the other side of the plate, simply because the ball is out in front of you instead of behind you. So a right-handed batter, if you're thinking about it, right-handed pitcher, the ball stays behind you. You don't see it as long. So on the reverse, you basically see, ooh, what a dot. Four-seam fastball outside of the plate, 92, dialed it right in. Love to see that. 1-1 count, runner on first. Ghazi from the stretch. Tristan Peters up to the plate, batting .271 right now. Oof, that was just a little cue shot off the edge of the bat. Nico Horner playing up the middle, playing the pull. So wasn't able to make that play. I will say if Dansby was on the field, Nico's obviously a second baseman. He might make this play, but you know, this is baseball. At the end of the day, sometimes you're going to cue one off the end of the bat and you're going to get on base for it. And it's just kind of how it goes sometimes, not going to lie. Not going to lie. Whew. Those two first inning homers. They're settling in nicely, boys. They're settling in nicely. So, 0-0 count. Gosman from the stretch. Puts it in the dirt. Again, a non-competitive pitch. So we got a 1-0 count. And we have Drew Romo at the plate batting a measly 135, but with 7 dingers and 15 RBIs. Not really sure why this guy is in the lineup when he's batting this bad, but he's probably subbing in for somebody. What's he? Yeah, he's their catcher. Well, maybe the catcher last night not making those challenges. Maybe he needed a night off. Who knows? We got a 1-1 count right here. Drew Romo at the plate. Gosman from the stretch. He's going to step off for a second. 1-2 count. Fouls it off right there. First and best baseball. Thank you, Mr. Philly. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta watch both of them. When did you say that? You said that 3 minutes ago. I'm sitting here staring at the TikTok chat, and my boy Philly's already been talking to me. So 2-2 count. Drew Romo at the plate. 2 runners on. 2 outs. We need a nice. Let's see that splitter away. I would love to see that splitter away. Let's just dot that corner of the strike zone. Let's see it. That was a 4-seamer. That's not what you want to see. Base hit the left field. Runner from second's gonna score. 2-1. I was talking crap about this guy's batting average, and of course he gets a base hit. So, maybe I should shut up. Maybe I should just shut up. Not the best, but it's all right. I will say if that's a 1-out single, that man is not making it home, but he's going off the crack of the bat with 2 outs. So he's going to score every time there, every time. You love to see Philly. I wonder if I can get you a feed. I can probably pull you up a feed in Discord if you want. You want that, Phil? Ghazi from the stretch. There's that 4-seamer. Dots the edge of the plate. 0-1 count. Again, 2 runners still on. 2 out. What? That was a ball? Again, Amaya, you got to challenge those, man. That is a pressure pitch right there. Getting ahead in the count to start. Ooh, that splitter is just nasty. 1-0 splitter, bottom of the zone. I mean, I felt the fan wave from here. Sheesh. Got Sam Antonacci at the plate. Yeah, I got you. Let me pull it up on Discord real quick. I got you. What's the best way for me to do this? Let me think. How can a German, not a German, an Englishman living in Germany watch this game? I think I'm going to have to share my screen on Discord. Oh, no. Oh, great play by Bushy. And Ghazi, too. All right, so a hard hit ball to the first baseman. Michael Bush snags it out of the air. Ghazi trots on over and makes the play to end the inning. That could have been bad. If that gets through for Bushy, that is a tie ball game. Again, runner going off the crack of the fucking bat. So, hey, shout out Michael Bush. He's had a great season. All right, we're in commercials. Let me see if I can figure this out, Philly boy. I'm going to have to call you and mute you. Let's see. I'm going to go entire screen. YouTube TV's smart, man. They know I can't do that shit. All right, here's the deal, Phil. You gotta go find an illegal stream, my man. I don't got it. If I think through it in the future, when I haven't had a few silly juices, I can probably figure this out. But right now, you're gonna have to go find an illegal stream. Not that we advocate for that sort of thing out here. Anyways, that's the end of this. That's the end of the first half of the second inning. We got Cubs up 2-1. I don't know why ESPN hasn't updated their API yet, but for some reason they haven't. There you go, 2-1. 2-1, going into the bottom of the second. Due up for the Cubbies. We have... Who do we have? Oh, Pedro Ramirez. We have Pedro Ramirez, followed by Ian Happ and Maya subbing in. I got my sources. See, Phil, this is why you're part of the crew. You know how to get shit done. And we appreciate that. Anyways, 2-1 after 1.5 innings. Ghazi, pretty good start to the game. I will say he's got his command. That splitter's been dotting the bottom of the zone. Let me work on someone real quick, boys. Yeah, Pedro Ramirez coming to the plate. Again, if you want to sync up the best way to do it is watch the score bug. You'll see when these strikes and balls come in. It updates live. I have a 30-second lag on the API. That seems to line. Challenge that. Come on. Pedro Ramirez not challenging it when I'm asking him to. But not much of a high pressure situation, high leverage situation. So you can't expect him to do it all, you know. Bulk upload. 0-2 count for Pedro Ramirez from the windup. Non-competitive pitch in the dirt. Use existing. There we go. Another non-competitive pitch from Fede. Four-seamer at the top of the zone. Now, if there's a runner on third, he might be swinging at that because he's trying to get a fly ball. But Pedro Ramirez, base hit, center field. That a way to get on base. Start the inning off. Runner on first, nobody out. We got Ian Happ coming to the plate against a right-hander. So Ian Happ has struggled all season against lefties. I swear to God, anytime he's on the right side of the plate, he's a switch hitter for those that don't know. So bats from both sides of the plate. Anytime he's on the right side of the plate, I swear to God, the guy strikes out right away. So when he's facing a righty, he's on the left side of the plate, he's much better. I wouldn't be surprised if he hits a home run here, just based on how well he's been hitting righties. Takes the first sweeper, 82 miles per hour, bottom of the zone. Great pitch. Obviously probably looking for something quicker. Nothing off speed, otherwise he would have swung at that. Eddie from the stretch. Ramirez on first. Hap at the plate, 0-1 count. And that's a changeup down and away for the first ball of the bat. We have a 1-1 count. From the stretch. Another non-competitive pitch. He threw a sinker high. That seems a little ironic, I won't lie. But throws a sinker high. Nothing really doing there, especially on the left, high and inside like that. It's going to be really tough to get anybody to swing at that. 2-1 count from the stretch. Another sinker high and inside. Again, non-competitive. Anybody that's seeing that, they're not going to swing at that unless you got a runner on third. Then it might be a good pitch. You might get somebody trying to get that ball to the outfield. Grounder through the right side, just past the second baseman. That is 2 on, nobody out. First and third with Miguel Amaya coming to the plate, batting a .240 average. Really just subbing it, giving Carson Kelly the night off after a great game of catching last night for him. So we got runners at the corners, nobody out. Great opportunity for Amaya. Conforto on deck and PCA in the hole. Hopefully he has me chugging another silly next time he comes up. We need to win this MVP, boys. I'll tell you that much. Got Amaya with the bunts down the line. Oh, just foul. Sheesh. Hell of a call right there. A bit of a squeeze bunt. Seemed like you had the runner on third going on contact. I mean, love to see the Cubbies just really pushing the envelope there. Kind of a gutsy call to say the least, but good to see. Good to see. So we got 0-1 count. Amaya still at the plate. Let's see if he still tries to put that bunt down. I doubt he does, simply because those little squeeze bunts, it's a bit of a surprise situation. You have a catcher at the plate. Not necessarily expecting this guy to bunt the ball, that's for damn sure. Catchers aren't the fastest people, so we'll see what he does here. I'd imagine he's swinging still. And he swings and fouls it off the catcher on a sweeper down in the zone. So now we have an 0-2 count for Miguel Amaya. Runners at the corners, nobody out. We really just want to see this ball in play. Would love to get this ball out to the outfield again. That you expect this sinker high. Ooh, that's probably, yeah. Check swing, strike 3 for Miguel Amaya. Not what you want to see, especially with nobody out and runners on the corners. Not the best. Not the best results from that. But we got Conforto coming to the plate, .226 average. Runners at the corners. One person out. We got Fetty from the stretch. And he winds up. Yeah, dots the corner. It's called a ball, but the catcher, Romo, is going to challenge. I do think this will be called a strike when it's all said and done. There it is. 0-1 count. 1 out. Runners at the corners. Would love to see him get this ball just up and into the outfield. Get Pedro Ramirez scoring from first. Again, just like we said before, these high sinkers could get somebody to bite. Well, there you go with a high sinker. Just uncompetitive pitch, though. Very far and away. So not necessarily what you're trying to do. But these little sinkers, he's trying to drop that into the zone, basically. So 1-1 count from the stretch, runners at the corners. Pickoff attempt to first for Ian Happ. He's not much of a base stealer, so I wouldn't expect him to be going. Let's see, Michael Conforto, 10 home runs, 30 RBIs, .226 average from the stretch. That is, again, another pitch called a ball, 2-1 count, but the catcher, Romo, challenges it, and this will be called a strike again. Great challenge on their part. Learned their lesson from last night. Last night they had some really, really tough. I mean, they would have won the game if their catcher would have challenged some of those strikes. So, gotta imagine that they're going to be quick on the trigger for calling these strikes, to say the least, or challenging these strikes tonight. So 1-2 count, run at the corners. Really, we just got to get this ball into the outfield. Conforto, base hit, moves the line. Long fly ball, scores a run from the stretch. There it is, that sinker high and inside. Again, not the most competitive. If he moves that 6 inches to the right, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So you can see what he's trying to do there with that sinker. Also, the sinker really produces a lot of ground balls, could easily turn to double play. So from the stretch, again, a four-seamer way outside, 95 miles per hour. So he settled into this game. He started in the first inning throwing 89. He's now juiced up. He's getting up to 95. He's feeling himself a little bit there. So we got a full count, 3-2. 1 out, runners at the corners. Fede from the stretch. Winds up. Fouled off to the right. That's my best impression of being an actual announcer there. There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. This is pretty fun. Not gonna lie. This is better than me just scrolling on fucking Instagram and TikTok while I'm watching the game. I'll tell you that much. A lot more enjoyable. I wish that guy that was talking shit about Otani would come in and talk more shit, and I could just banter with him a little bit. But anyway, 3-2 count, 1 out. Fede from the stretch. He winds up. Just kidding. He's kind of waiting there for a little bit. Now he winds up. And Forto fly ball to the second baseman. This is not going to get the run in. But we do have the future MVP coming to the plate. And yes, I will say he's the future MVP because, well, I'm a Cubs fan, so I'm gonna tout for my boy. But he started off the game tonight with a home run. He started off the game last night with a home run, and he ended the game last night with a home run. So basically, we've seen 3 home runs from this guy in the last 26-ish hours. So 27 hours. So why not another one? Gonna make me fill up the silly, and let's do it again. Yeah, I mean, I would go out there as your catcher too and talk to him. Be like, hey, this guy, he's really freaking good. Be careful. So we got Pete coming to the plate, batting a 283 average. He has, well, they've been listed at 30 home runs on ESPN. But let me tell you, he's got 31 home runs, 79 RBIs, and 30 stolen bags. The man is on a mission, to say the least. This first pitch. Ooh. High cutter. Haven't seen Fede throw that cutter too much. Really great pitch. I agree, Jeremy. Boomer. This is our MVP right here. And not just because he's really good, because he's clutch. In these moments, he gets a single. 0-1 count from the stretch. There's that sinker he's been trying to throw for the last 2 innings. He finally dotted that sinker in the right spot. Honestly, the perfect person to dot that sinker on. I will say the only pitch Pete lays off of is that high and inside, like non-off speed pitch, fastball, sinker, cutter. 0-2 count. Got to fight here, Pete. From the stretch. Oof. Sweeper down and inside. The catcher really wanted that buried, so thankfully, I mean, not thankfully for him, the pitcher, he wasn't looking for off speed, because Pete would have hit that a mile if he was. Guerrero, I agree. Guerrero, I think I'm saying your name right. I do agree. I think the Cubs are going to the World Series, especially with the way the Dodgers have been playing. Obviously, the Brewers have been playing really well too, but man, this team's just got something magical about them. 0-2 count, runners at the corners, from the stretch, buried that sweeper this time, just a little too much. Pete lays off of it. 1-2 count. Love to see that. Plate discipline by Pete. Last season, I could easily see him just trying to golf that sweeper. Yeah, I mean, and I will tell you what, girl, Kyle Tucker, as a Cubs fan, it's been fun to 1-2 count. Cutter way high and outside, non-competitive pitch. But as a Cubs fan, watching Kyle Tucker struggle, I mean, actually, I kind of feel bad for him at this point. I don't know if you saw him crying in the dugout yesterday, but I mean, I can't feel bad for somebody making $60 million a year, though. So 2-2 count from the stretch. Pete almost had me chugging another silly, but he got out in front of it. Oh, man. That could have been. I will say, I wasn't paying attention to the Kyle Tucker chose money over this team. I agree. And the funny thing is, like, I mean, the taxes in California, I mean, is it really? I mean, I'm glad to see Seiya playing the way he is. Also, Seiya's been really incredible in right field. And Tuck's been dropping everything. 2-2 count. Cutter high, and Pete fouls it off. So really staying in this count. He's seeing the ball well, because usually a cutter high like that is a tough pitch to catch up to. Has bite coming off the pitch. Man, give me a bit of Cubs count and how far we were in, and I need a little narrative. All right, 1 second after this pitch, Phil. Sweeper, or no, changeup. Sorry, I thought he was going to throw that sweeper. Full count, 3-2. Runners at the corner. Pete Crow-Armstrong at the plate. Right here trying to make his MVP case. You got a blonde girl standing up behind Seiya. You got an old guy in the crowd taking score himself. 3-2 count. Runners moving. And it's a walk. We got bases juiced for Seiya Suzuki. Let's see a Seiya jag. Make me go grab a silly and chug one. Come on, Seiya. Let's see it. All right, Philly. While the batters are switching, we are about 80% through the season. So the Cubs they're in second place in their division. They're in first place in the wild card. More or less guaranteed they're going to make the playoffs. Right now, the guy that was just hitting, Pete Crow-Armstrong, he is in the MVP race. So in the National League and the American League, there will be an MVP. He's competing with Shohei Ohtani. The reason why Shohei Ohtani is so good and so coveted is because he also pitches and hits, which is not normal unless you're like 9 years old and really good at baseball. So Pete's been on fire. He hit 2 home runs last night. He started off the game tonight with a home run. Just walked, the bases loaded. You got Seiya Suzuki coming on up. 22 home runs, 272 average, 2 outs. And that sweeper, beautiful pitch by Fede, just dropping right out of the zone. Really tough pitch to hit, especially if looked like he was sitting off speed. Count. You're usually sitting on a certain pitch, hoping that stayed in the zone. Let's see a jack. Seiya, come on. Fede from the stretch. Non-competitive pitch. Pickoff attempt to second base. Not sure what he's trying to do there. I don't think Ian Happ's really off the bag that much. High risk situation too. I mean, very, very high risk throw there by Romo. I personally, if you're catching, I wouldn't be doing that with the bases juiced. 1-1 count. Sweeper down and away for the second ball of the bat. We have a 2-1 count, ladies and gentlemen. Bases juiced, 2 out. Seiya Suzuki at the plate. One of the best Japanese players we've seen in the Cubs uniform. And that's a grounder to shortstop. This would be an easy play by the shortstop. And we are out of the inning. On that commercial break, I'm going to go drain the hose, everybody. I'll be right back. We've chugged a few sillies and it's catching up to me. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. The sillies have been refilled. The Cubs unfortunately are out of the inning. I got to turn my AC down in here. So 1 second. My watch is telling me that I did it for the day and I stood up enough. Little does it know, I've been sitting in front of this computer for like 90% of the day. And I definitely haven't stood enough. But it's all right. I don't know. Like, how does it calculate if where am I located? I'm based in Orlando, Florida. Jeremy. I am a Cubs fan because my father is from Chicago. We planning to go to some Cubbies games for the playoffs. But what about you, Jeremy? Where are you from? All right, we're kicking off the third inning. Minnesota. Nice. Oh, there's my lady girl. You want to say hi?
Hi.
This is proof that I have a girlfriend. There it is. Oh, there's the booty. Don't get me kicked off TikTok. All right. We got Minnesota, huh? Is it?
I thought you'd be watching it on the TV.
We were scrambling here. Look at that. 2 seconds. You got boobs here for 2 seconds, and Cody's already followed. He's like, I'm here for this. Minnesota, I'm sure it's beautiful this time of year. What?
I think Florida's looking beautiful this time of year.
I think so too. All right, Kevin Gosman, 0-2 count. Wait, I feel like I'm wait. Oh, Phil says yo. He says hi.
Hi, Phil Sif.
So we got a 1-2 count. Gosman from the windup.
Did you tell him who my favorite is?
Dansby Swanson. Dansby Swanson is out.
But I have a new favorite. You're gonna say?
He says, laugh out loud, hell yeah, I'm in. You suckered me into a follow. I wonder why, Mr. Cody. I wonder why. Jeremy, 85 and storming Hale today. That sounds like Florida. I'm not going to lie. That sounds like Florida. But 2-2 count. Kevin Gosman from the windup. Splitter down and inside. Not necessarily the most competitive pitch. But no, Cody, I don't want to burst your bubble here, but she's not on the stream very often, so you're gonna be looking at my dumb ass for most of it. Oh, that might be a tie ball game. That's a tie ball game. Sheesh. God damn it.
Top of the third like that.
Murakami with an absolute jack, and then the Cubs faithful doing what they do, chucking that ball back right away.
Well, I'm calling it right now. Nico Horner does something tonight.
Oh yeah, Nico Horner's our new favorite now that Dansby's hurt.
Yeah. Ooh, should Menace number 2 come in?
Oh yeah, we got other following bait. There you go. Boom. There you go. There's my two cuter thirds.
The best part. Give him kisses.
No, I'm a trucker in Central Arkansas and had to get out of the trucks. Oh my gosh. My OBS just disconnected. Means we're back live. We're good. That was just a half of a second off. So Cody, you're a trucker in Central Arkansas. Are you like doing cross country like drives? How you doing that? Like what does it mean you're a trucker from Arkansas? Phil, how long has that been since I kissed the dog? I mean, 2 hours most. I mean, I love that dog. Come on, you know me and Charles. Well, with limited service, TikTok streams are better. Cool. Well, listen, I'm not the best at giving the play-by-play, but I'll do my best just for you, Cody. I'll tell you that much. So I picked up cardboard bales from Walmart and Tractor Supply. Nice. Oh, so and then where you taking them, Cody? Kevy Gosman, 2 outs, 2-2. First pitch, strike, fouled off. Love to see that. Oh, TikTok thinks I'm faking my stream, so let me verify that I'm a real person for a second. I don't know why they do it. I guess I could. To a recycling mill in either Arkansas or Oklahoma. That's cool. That's cool. I will say, I've seen like those like trucker TikToks, and you guys got cool trucks, man. Like, you got the whole thing with the back and like a TV and everything. You got that all set up like that? 0-2 count. Splitter down and inside. Not much of a competitive pitch, but, you know, is what it is. 2 outs. 1-2 count. Kevin Gosman from the windup. 4-seamer up, and it's not necessarily what you want, but fouled off. Thankfully, 1-2. Yes, sir. Play on my PS5 with the kids most nights. That's cool, man. That's cool. I will say, like, I don't know what it is. Those, like, little rooms you guys got are some of the coolest things. I really love it. I really do. Kevin Gosman, what the wind up. Chopper 2, fouled off. But, yeah, I think they're cool. I really do. I really do. I you know, a little envious of, like, the piece that you guys have and like how you can like make it your own, you know. I think it's really cool. Anyways, 1-2 count. Kevin Gosman from the stretch. Ooh, a great splitter down and inside, but Montgomery staying off of that. That's a tough pitch to lay off. If anybody's played baseball, a pitch like that has some movement with a 0-2 with a 1-2 count, you're most likely trying to fight that off, and this is why I didn't end up pro, guys. They're swinging and missing most of the time. So, shout out Montgomery for staying off that 2-2 count. Kevin Gosman from the stretch and the windup. Sorry, not the stretch. From the windup. Those first inning jacks are getting to me a little bit, but it's all right. Ronaldinho Cup keeping me in it. Full count. Gosman from the windup. Another splitter right down the pipe, fouled off by Montgomery. Let's see what we got. Another 3-2 count, 2 outs, nobody on. Kevin Gosman from the windup. 4-seamer right down the plate, straight back to Kevin Gosman, and he tosses it over to Michael Bush for the 3rd out of the inning, and we're out of it, but not without damage. Murakami, I might be saying his name wrong. I'm not entirely sure. Ties up Murakami. Yeah, I got that right. Ties up the game. We 2-2 going into the bottom of the 3rd. And we got ourselves a little bit of a ball game. Crosstown rivalry. So Philly, for those that don't know, I mean, I imagine anybody else watching understands this, but for Phil, my English friend in Germany, the crosstown rivalry of Chicago. So Chicago, MLB has 2 Chicago teams, both the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago White Sox. Excuse me. They play each other twice a year, both once home, once away. And so this is the crosstown rivalry in Wrigley Field, which is the Chicago Cubs home stadium. So Cubs are on the north side of town, Sox are on the south side of town. Tell me more about the Germans. Zoe, you know, I'll tell you more about the Germans if you hit that like. Hit me with those likes. Smash that like button. Tell me about the Germans. I'll tell you that we're gonna be in Germany in the end of September, beginning of October. We're gonna be going to Oktoberfest in Munich. We'll be filming a bunch of content there. That will be fun. Hopefully not too crazy. But anyways, going into the bottom of the 3rd, I believe we have Bregman due up because Seiya was the last one to get out. Yes, we have Breggs coming up. Breggs, Bushy, and Horner due up for the Cubs. 2-2, bottom of the 3rd. And we're moving, boys. We're moving. Cheers to anybody participating in this Tuesday debauchery. Cheers to you guys. Hopefully not Cody, though, because that man's driving a fucking truck. Or maybe he's not driving a truck for the night. Maybe it is. He's just parked up and he's having himself a silly, too. So hopefully, hopefully he's being mindful of all that. I'm sure he is. He could probably lose his job pretty easily if not. So how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Oh, Zoe, thank you so much for the rose. I can tell you right now that I think Zoe deserves those roses, not myself. So we got an 0-1 count. Bregman, sinker down and inside, pops that up to the center fielder for the first out of the inning. We have Michael Bush coming up, homered in his first at bat. So great to see as Cubs fans, but hoping that we can see it again. Come on, Bushy, go make me grab a silly and chug another one. That would be great to do. I would love to see it. First pitch from Fede, cutter inside. That is a very hittable pitch for a lefty. Love to see him turn on that a little faster like he did in that first at bat, but you can't ask for too much. So Bushy, 0-1 count, sinker high in the zone, swings right over the top of it to put himself in the 0-2 hole. Gonna have to fight here against Fede, work the count a little bit. Imagine as a lefty on a righty, it's gonna be a little tough. As a lefty on a righty, it should be a little easier to work the count. And there you go, sweeper buried in the dirt for a 1-2 count. Not the most competitive pitch, especially 0-2. You love to float that sweeper right above the zone and have it die on top of the plate. But listen, I'm sitting here behind a desk and this guy's pitching an MLB. So Fede with a windup, another non-competitive pitch that I'm analyzing here from my armchair for a 2-2 count. Bushy working the zone. We got a Sox fan in a Pope outfit, because for those that don't know, the Pope is actually from Chicago, but he's not a Cubs fan, he's a Sox fan, so fudge that guy. Anyways, Michael Bush, full count, 1 out, Fede from the windup, strike 3, cutter outside, not what you want to see, but a great pitch from Fede to say the least. A lot of bite on that cutter. Exactly what you want in terms of that pitch placement, high so it looks like a fastball that you can crush the heck out of, but that cutter spins like a fastball so you don't see it the way it does and just moves off the plate. We got Nico Horner up to the plate, sinker outside, 1-0 count. I will say this, pitch clock makes you talk the entire time. So Fede from the windup, 1-0 count. Another sinker high, not the most competitive pitch. You know, we saw it last at bat with the cutter. When you have those quick pitches, you want to this next pitch from him on a 2-0 count, throwing a sweeper, throwing something off speed, top of the zone. I mean, if Nico's sitting on that, he hits that thing a mile. So great pitch by Fede. Not the best guess from Horner. He's probably sitting on something quick. So Fede from the stretch, 2-1 count. Nico chops at the shortstop and over to first for the final out of the inning, and that gets us out the third. And yes, sorry Zoe, your man Nico Horner is unfortunately not on base, and he grounded out to the shortstop. So maybe we need Dansby back. I will say that. Dansby's had a tough season, to say the least. He really he struggled to start the season, and then he started getting into his own. He had a couple home runs in the last couple series, and now then he pulls the hip flexor, and like I said, as a man over 30, you pulling the hip flexor, it's not a good feeling. Now these guys are professional athletes, so obviously you're going to do a lot better than my dumb ass behind a computer all the time, but hip flexors aren't fun, especially if you're doing any type of swinging. So golf, baseball, lacrosse, any of that shit. It's not going to be good for you. So I think I got to up the ante. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do I got to up the ante? You gotta be more specific. Put me in the chat. 1 run equals 1 Mickey Mouse impression. That's what she wants. Oh. All right, I can do that. Every run, I'll do a small Mickey Mouse impression. Let me add that to the list. Every run, not just Cubs. We'll do every run. Every run equals Mickey Mouse. Unless you guys figure that out on your own. Let me make that a little smaller. You know, fuck it. I'll put it right here. Boom. Every run is a bad impression. No, we're doing Mickey. You text me Mickey, we're gonna do Mickey. So, anyways, 2-2 going into the top of the 4th inning. I will say this game is moving quick, guys. We got a good little rivalry coming up with these Sox and these Cubs, both playing very well this season. The Sox in first place, the Cubs in second place in their division. There's nothing better than both Chicago teams being really good at the same time. It rarely ever happens. I think maybe back in like 08, 09 is when last time this was happening. So you're talking, oh, that ball was crushed down the line. You got Seiya making a play on the ball, but this is going to be a lead-off double for, is it Medrath? No. Who the hell was that? Montgomery. Sorry, guys. I don't know why. Oh, yeah. Medrath is coming up. So some of my APIs are a little slow, but it is what it is. Do you know what a moob is? No, what's a moob? Ask me in chat. You don't gotta text me. What's a moob? Oh, you want me to show? Listen, I'm not trying to get kicked off TikTok, Zoe. She's trying to make me pull out my man boobs. This isn't OnlyFans. Oh, I can't say that. That actually will get me kicked off TikTok. I can't be saying that. Can anyone enlighten Tommy what a moob is? I just learned. I have plenty of moobs, but not for this stream. Not for this stream whatsoever. So Gosman from the stretch, 0-1 count, 4-seamer, dots the corner, but not for a strike. Great pitch, 2 inches away from being perfect. So we got Ghazi on the stripe. Midroth at the plate, 1-1 count, no outs, runner on second, and he throws the splitter for a somewhat uncompetitive pitch. Did they count? Okay, yeah, 2-1 count. Sorry, I don't got my broadcast on, so I can't hear what Boog and them are saying. Or I guess it's TBS, wouldn't it be Boog? 2-1 count, Gosman from the stretch. Great splitter down and inside. Such a tough pitch to hit. Looks like a juicy meatball coming down the plate and just drops right out of the zone. This is why we brought him into Chicago. That pitch will be huge coming in the playoffs if he can dot that. So we got 2-2 count. Runner on second. Nobody out. Big pitch here. Let's strike him out, Ghazi. What a pitch. Splitter down and away. Breggs with the play. What an amazing play to first of Bushy to get the first out of the inning. We love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. Let's see. Did I already get kicked off X? I don't even know what I do to get kicked off these platforms, guys. I really don't. No, we're good. We're back. Sometimes I really do get kicked off for like, I got kicked off of TikTok for like, for so many different rings. It's probably easier to list the things I haven't got kicked off TikTok. Anyways, Gosman from the stretch, 1 out, runner on second. First pitch, splitter down and away for first strike of the bat. 0-1 count. And we're moving and grooving, baby. We're moving and grooving. Thankfully, I've not had to chug any more of these waters. So, but hopefully next inning I do chuck one. Kevin Gausman from the stretch, 0-1 count. First pitch, ooh, that's a liner to the gap. That's going to score a run, to say the least. And the Sox are ahead 3-2. Oh, could have easily been a triple. What a plate appearance. I mean, he left that right over the plate, so thankfully he didn't hit that out of the fucking stratosphere. Not what you want to see out of your starting pitcher, but it's a long game, and you know these Sox have been playing well, so you got to give them some credit where credit's due. Peters with his 25th double of the season, and he puts the Sox ahead 3-2 in the fourth inning with 1 out, and puts himself right back in the scoring position. Four-seam fastball misses down and inside, 1-0 count to Drew Romo. I talked smack about this guy last time, and he hit an RBI single, so I'm not going to do it again. Drew Romo is actually very good at baseball, and he will definitely hit this pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count with the splitter. I mean, that's called the reverse announcer's jinx there, boys. That's the reverse announcer's jinx. So we got Kevin Gausman from the stretch. 1-1 count, 1 out, runner on second base. And the pitch, and oh, see, this is all right. There you go. I will say Peters pickoff attempt to Peters on second base, and the catcher pegs him with the ball. If you guys remember from a couple innings ago, I said this was a bad pickoff attempt from the Sox catcher when he bases loaded, tried to pick off the second base man on second, and that is exactly why right there. Anything can happen when you're throwing the ball across the diamond. Runner would have scored in that case. So 2-1 count. Splitter away. Swing and a miss by Romo. 2-2 count. Runner on second. 1 out. This is a very big pitch in the fourth inning. High leverage situation. Really would love to see him strike out here, or at least ground out to the left side of the diamond to keep the runner at second. Big pitch coming up here. 2-2 count from the stretch. Gazi, baby, let's see it. Let's see this. Looks like he's coming high with maybe some heat or that splitter. Ooh, yeah, he was trying to throw that splitter high, overthrew it a little bit, threw it in the dirt. So not a competitive pitch, not what you want to see necessarily out of your starter, but it happens to the best of us. But you could see what he was trying to do there based on what Amaya was lining up. So 3-2 count, full count, 1 out, runner on second. Big pitch here. Although if he puts him on base, not the end of the world. I will say that much. Swing and a miss with that changeup. I will say you would like to think that he set the changeup up with something quicker, but when you bury your splitter in the dirt, you're not really setting nothing up. I will say he was probably thinking fastball, and that changeup, that's what it's there for, man. You take 10 miles per hour off that pitch and it drops right out the zone. Beautiful execution by Gazi. That's what you want to see. He's already 73 pitches in the 4 innings, though. You're really trying to, as a pitcher, you want to be in that 15 pitches per inning range. And yeah, here you go. Craig Counsell coming right out. Oh, did he hurt himself? Looks like his thumb might be bothering him a little bit. What happened here? Did he? Well, good news here. It's his left hand, and he's a right-handed pitcher. So, I don't know what happened there, but let's see. Did he catch the ball weird? Did he dislocate his thumb? What's going on there? Oh my God. Something is mess. I mean, I'll tell you what, I got double jointed thumbs too. So if you're double jointed, that's not too weird. But looks like it might be stuck. Give him a little honey. Suck down the honey, make you feel better. That's not a PG-13 joke, I'll tell you that much. This is where the broadcast comes in handy, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that much. We're gonna listen to it for a few seconds.
Okay.
Don't take me on TikTok.
Sugar, perhaps. It's a humid night. I wouldn't call it oppressive by any means. You see that from time to time with pitchers.
Seems like cramp. If you're trying to get him a little sugar and probably a little water, he's probably cramping up. So that's our insight on that. Oh, actually, I can listen to this. It's cool. TikTok won't take me to, actually, I don't know. Can you guys hear that broadcast on TikTok?
How did you manage to work it out when you're on the golf
Cody,
course?
can you hear the broadcast?
Stretch it out.
Just move it around and then cut a little 6-iron in there and life's
Cool.
good.
Yeah, it looks like he had a little bit of a cramp in his
We'll get
thumb.
a couple of warm-up pitches.
All right, he seems fine. He seems fine, and thankfully I have my desktop muted, so unfortunately, or fortunately, I won't get kicked off TikTok. A little bit of a weird situation, I won't lie. I've never seen somebody's thumb get stuck before. It literally looked like his thumb was stuck like this. Like I know that's, hopefully it doesn't weird nobody out. We lost some people on the stream after I did that last time, so I won't keep doing it. But you know, I'm supposed to do a Mickey Mouse impression after that run. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to. Appreciate the follow, Don Chilo Meats. Hopefully you got good meats, and that's not just like a weird OF page or something. Hopefully it's just good meat. Hopefully it's just good, high quality, like Wagyu or some shit like that. Appreciate the follow nonetheless, Mr. Don Chilo. Am I saying that right? Don Chilo or Don Cello? Or is it like kind of like the Donatello? Like the... I guess that wouldn't be a Ninja Turtle, but kind of like a Ninja Turtle. What's up, Cam? Welcome back in, my man. How you been? You have a good Tuesday? You don't stream on Tuesdays, do you? All right, Kevin Gosman, thumb is fixed, I think. 2 outs, runner on second. I'm supposed to do a Mickey Mouse impression for the last run, so here we go. Oh boy, I really hope the Cubs. I really hope the Cubs score a home run next inning, so I have to chug one of my silly juices. That's all I got, guys. This is all I got. It's not the best, I know. But anyways, Kevin Gosman from the stretch, 1-0 count, runner on second. We got the top of the lineup, Antonacci at the plate, swing and a miss for a 1-1 count. Appreciate the love. Whoever's doing that, I'd imagine it's Cam, because Cam is #1 lover on this stream. Ghazi from the stretch, 4-seamer down and right down the pipe for the second strike of the bat. 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on second. Let's get out of this inning, Ghazi. Come on now. Does a pickoff attempt to second base. Nothing really doing there. Kind of just stepping off the stripe, giving himself a chance to reset the pitch clock. It's a big pitch. Pitch number 77 for Ghazi. 1-2 count, 2 outs, and swing and a miss. The splitter in the dirt. What a pitch from Ghazi to get him out of the inning. Not the best letting up the run there, but giving up a leadoff. Was it? I already forgot. Was it a leadoff double? It was a leadoff double, right? No. It was... Shit. This is what happens when you have too many sillies, guys. It was... Give me the play-by-play. It's bad radio. I know. Yeah. Leadoff double on Montgomery. Ground out the third. Then another double by Peters, and Montgomery scored. Romo struck out swinging. Antonacci struck out swinging. And we're out of the top of the fourth. And we're heading straight into the bottom of the fourth. And I got to say, guys, The sillies are catching up to me again, so I'm going to go drain the hose. I'll be right back. I should have never broke that seal. What was I doing? Why did I break that seal, guys? What was I doing? Oh boy. It's going to be a long night if I'm already 2 hose drains down in 4.5 innings. So, anyways, we're coming into the bottom of the 4th. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Hold up. What have I done? What have I done? Let me look at this real quick. Okay, not too bad. Anyways, starting off the bottom of the 4th inning with, that looked like Miguel Amaya, I think it's Pedro Ramirez. Don't quote me on that. Pedro Ramirez, 0-1 count. Next pitch from Fede is high and inside for a 1-1 count. Really need to get a base runner here. Pedro grounds to third for the first out of the inning. Coming up to the plate is Ian Happ. Again, we mentioned this before. Oh, we got some guys playing with some giant gloves on the broadcast. I would say it would be kind of funny if they did this on like a real baseball game one time. Like, we have 165 baseball games. Like, let's just mix it up a little bit. I'm not saying anytime in like September or obviously that looked so good off of his bat. Ian Happ flies out to right field. I thought I was chugging a silly there for a second, but we're not. No sillies there. But yeah, I mean, come on. We got 100 and whatever many games in the season. Like, can we just pick like 2 teams that we know are gonna suck? Like, I don't know. No offense to my Marlins fans, but you know, like Orioles and Marlins or something. Actually, I think the O's aren't too bad. No, actually, everybody in the AL sucks this year. I'm gonna put it out there. If you can get into the playoffs under 500, your entire league sucks. I don't care who you are. Nobody in the AL is gonna win the World Series this year. I don't care if you're a Yankees fan or Red Sox fan or you're not doing it. It's coming from the NL. It's either gonna be the Brewers, Cubs, or Dodgers. There you go. Actually, challenge that. Challenge it. Come on, Amaya. Anyways, is the wind blowing out yet? I'm not sure. I really don't know. I haven't got a chance to look at the flags. I will say 0-2 count for Amaya, 2 outs. Outside. Pitcher tried to walk that off. So it's a 1-2 count. The wind blowing. Yes, the wind is blowing out center field about 8 miles per hour. So there you go. Cody, the wind is blowing out today to center field. The home runs we've seen today weren't very much of a. They're all kind of no doubters. So 2-2 count. Amaya at the plate. Swing and a miss with the sinker. High and away. Supposed to be a storm there later and change wind direction. So good to know, but it does look like it is blowing out at the current moment based on this Twitter that I'm just trusting blindly. But it sounds like out to center field with 18 mile per hour gusts with an average 8 mile per hour winds. Nothing too crazy. It's probably about 5 to 10 feet of extra distance. So if you get a hold of one to center field, I mean, center's pretty deep at Wrigley anyways, so probably got to hit it out the ballpark regardless. But nothing going to be cutting down today. Nothing will be getting cut down. So a one-run game is not safe by any means, especially in these conditions. So we are going into the top of the 5th inning with the Sox up 3-2. And we are off to a great start to the game for the most part, with the Cubbies hitting not back to back, but hitting 2 home runs in the first inning. And then the Sox proceeded to score 1 run in every inning since then. So manufacturing some runs the old-fashioned way through base hits, and then also the new way through home runs. So not what you want to see as a Cubs fan, but if you're a fan of the game and you're a fan of good games, not the worst thing either. Not the worst thing either. Anyways, so what we got here? So speaking on the AL kind of sucking recently, at the All-Star break, the NL had 9 teams over 500. The AL had just 5 teams. The National League is running a .583 interleague winning percentage, so the highest mark in NL history. The AL is basically getting stomped, although I don't want to say this like that too crazy. It's just data that seems bad. This year's AL is on pace for possibly the worst league winning percentage of the modern era. So it isn't just me being crazy thinking that the AL is playing bad. They actually are playing pretty bad. And it's not necessarily like 1 or 2 teams tanking that's bringing it down. The AL broadly has just been pretty mediocre. Basically, whole divisions are being punched up at around 500. So it's just not been the most competitive. And again, I'll say it, the World Series champion is not coming out of the AL. It's really not. So the NLCS will be the championship series this year. So at the plate right now, we have Murakami. He was the one that went yard last time against Gausman to tie the game up at 2-2. So 2-0 count for Ghazi, and he misses with the splitter. Non-competitive pitch buried in the dirt. 3-0 count with Ghazi from the stripe. 80 pitches in from the windup. Nice little four-seamer dots the edge of the zone to make it a 3-1 count and bring him back into it. I've got to say, Ghazi's probably working on his last few batters here. That's a great pitch. Four-seam fastball. Dots it right on the inside of the plate, bottom of the zone, putting him into a 3-2 count and really making this approach quite competitive. 83rd pitch of the night for Ghazi. 3-2 count. And he strikes him out with the splitter. What a beautiful pitch. 83 pitches into his outing, and he dots the splitter exactly where you want it in a 3-2 count. Any lower than that, he's probably staying off of it. Hits the bottom of the zone, makes that pitch look nice and fat and juicy right over the top of the plate, and then farts out of the fucking zone. So love to see that from him. Ghazi from the windup. First pitch, Amaya challenged that. This is where Carson Kelly not being behind the plate really hurts you. He's challenging it every time. And we're ahead in the count 1-0. So 0-1. So now it's 1-0. Kevin Gausman, second pitch of the bat. Swing and a miss on the splitter. Another splitter. Almost perfectly thrown. Drops it right out of the zone. Like I said, that spicy meatball right in front of you. Farts right out. Swing right over the top of it. So 1-1 count. Kevin Gausman from the windup, chopper high. Nico Horner's got to make a play here, and the ball takes a weird bounce. Must have had a bit of spin on it. Unfortunately, Nico not playing his natural position at shortstop because of the injury to Dansby Swanson, who had been put on the 10-day IL. Actually being reported that he's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks, unfortunately. He will be back in time for the playoffs, but this does mean we will have our second baseman, Nico Horner, playing from short. Amaya coming out to talk to Ghazi again, having issues with his thumb. Something's just going on there where I don't know if it's just the humidity tonight. Looks like he's just going to turn the ball over to counsel and say, hey, listen, it's a game in August. While it's important to the overall race, it's not necessarily important to the overall goal, which is winning the World Series. Not listening to broadcast myself. It could be him just coming out of the game regardless, but it did show that his thumb real quick right before he walked off of the pitch. Sorry, that's my footy side talking right as he walked off the field. So I do think that thumb might be bothering him a little bit. Not what you want to see out of a guy that you just traded for, especially when you traded a couple of good prospects like we did. But either way, great outing from Gosman. He makes his way through 4 1/3 inning, gives up 3 runs in a day where the wind is blowing out. It seemed like he had his stuff. He had his command most of the game. He was making some great pitches in some really pressure situations. Obviously had a bit of a tough one in the first inning, got out of that. And then from there, second inning, he gave up a run basically every inning from there. So we'll see who they bring in. Looks like they're bringing our boy Assman in, Assad. He is just brought back up from AAA. I think it was, I can't remember who specifically he was traded in for, but I think it was it Dansby moving to the IL that brought up Assman? Might be. I'm not entirely sure. These things change every day. I've seen Assad go up and down for different players for the entire season, basically. So we got Assad coming on to the stripe. We got 1 out, runner on first, and hopefully we can get us out of this inning. They're showing a quick game break here. Tatis Jr. has been on a tear recently, just hit the crap out of the ball after having a pretty rough, year, I guess. And then lately he's just been smoking the ball. So love to see that. Anyways, Assad coming up on the stripe. I will say we got to see Assad at Tropicana in Tampa. The man had a no through 6. He is quite the pitcher. 6-1 on the year, 3.59 ERA, 80 innings pitched, 53 Ks, 1.12 WHIP. He's been, for a team that has dealt with injuries for the entire season, he has been the guy that's kind of steadied the ship. Every time we've lost a different pitcher, he's come in and subbed out that pitcher. So we see Ghazi coming off here with some type of thumb injury. It looked like it was his left hand, but although on the broadcast they showed his right hand just then too. So hopefully it's just a bit of humidity and some cramping, but not what you want to see out of your starting pitcher, especially when you traded as many people as we did to get him. So, we went big on the trade deadline, and I think it has been paying dividends, but not the greatest feeling. Not the greatest feeling when you go all in for some person like that and he gets hurt. So let's see what Assman can do. Obviously, we're big fans of Booties over here, so we love Assman. We think I was watching him pitch in Tropicana, and this guy cannot miss. He was dotting every single side of the zone. And obviously, the Rays are a good team. They're in first place. They're probably the best team in the AL right now. I know we just talked a little banter on the AL just a few minutes ago, but the Rays probably are the best, I will say. And he made them look very mediocre. Oh, are we showing the Pete Crow Armstrong? Yep. This is PCA in this play. He told this woman to, how do I describe this without getting kicked off TikTok? He told this woman to hoover his mover. he told this woman some very let's call it PG-13 stuff, to do some things to his winky that maybe you probably shouldn't tell women that are like pushing 50 and at a White Sox game, and probably a few too many sillies drink deep. And then people called it the PCA SMID curse, because then we went on like some huge losing streak. But anyways, there's neither here nor there. Runner on first, 0-0 count. Assad with the first pitch of the bat, and he just bounces it the first to home plate. Not what you want to see on your first pitch on your outing. Non-competitive to say the least. So 1-0 count from the stretch. Assad, beautiful sinker right on the outside of the zone. Dots it on the edge right there to make it 1-1 count. Andrew Benintendi, I don't think I'm saying that right, 0-2 on the day. They're 4-hitter, 1-1 count. Assad with a great sinker down and away. Vargas was running on that pitch, fouled off, and now we are at a 1-2 count. 1 out, runner on first. And we got to see a good pitch here. We see a nice competitive pitch. Let's dot the edge of the zone. Actually, I would love to see this. I would love to see. Thank you, Cody. I would love to see him bury this pitch, actually. Let's not make this hittable. You're ahead in the count. 1-2. Let's see what they call here. Looks like they're going up in the zone. Actually, I don't know. Let's see. Oof. Curveball, high and away. Definitely looked like he was trying to bury that down and away. Left it up a little bit. Honestly, your first curve of the day, sometimes you just don't get around on it enough and you're not going to whip it. So thankfully it fell out of the zone, because that could be a bad pitch if you don't. Assad, 2-2 count, sinker away, slapped down the line, hit quite hard though, so not necessarily the most competitive pitch that you'd see, but no damage done. Back to 2-2 count, still 1 out, runner on first. Assad on the stripe for his 6th pitch of the outing. See what he does. Pickoff attempt at first. Nothing doing there. Vargas was running 2 pitches ago, so not the worst idea to keep him honest. But let's see what he can do. Let's strike him out here, Assad. This would be a big strikeout. 2-2 pitch from the stretch. Grounder to second base. Flip over to Nico. Turn to double play for the 3rd out of the inning. We love to see that. Shout out Nico Horner, our pseudo shortstop. We got Pedro Martinez. Jesus Christ, what is this, fucking 2006? We got Pedro Ramirez coming in at second base, making that play. We love to see that. Get us out of the inning. Hopefully Ghazi's okay. The reality is Assad could go the rest of the way if we need to, but I am officially out of the silly, so let me go refill that up. Tom was almost caught in 4K. I got my girlfriend talking shit about me in group chats. We love to see that. But I'm going to go fill up the silly. I'll be right back. We got a commercial break going into the middle of the 5th inning. And you know who we got coming up? We got Michael Conforto, followed by PCA, and then Seiya Suzuki. I will be back. Gonna go grab myself a silly. If you're at home, hopefully, if Cody's not driving for the rest of the night, go grab yourselves a silly, and let's enjoy the rest of this game. All right, we're back. We are back. What's up, everybody? What's up, Mr. Pickle Juice 949? What a name. What a name. Oh, Pickle Juice 949 left right away after I called him out for his glorious name. So I guess I shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. It was cool to see. What's up, DZ? Nice to see you. Come on in. What's up, Shakoy O'Neal? That's also a great name. What's up, Shakoy? How you doing, my man? You doing good? That's a great name, Shakoy O'Neal. Where'd you find? Oh, he also got scared and he ran away. So I guess I should stop welcoming people that aren't talking back to me, maybe. I don't know. It happens to the best of us. It's okay. It's okay. So we're coming into the bottom of the 5th inning. Hold on. Let me put on a different. There we go. We're coming into the bottom of the 5th inning. We have Michael Conforto at the plate. I gotta take this down. This API is too fast for me. Because now I already know Michael Conforto is already out. So that's not what we want to see. Not what we want to see. So we're just gonna let it ride. So Fetty already down. Already got one out on the inning, bottom of the 5th, and we got the future NL MVP coming to the plate. And honestly, me refilling my silly with Pete coming up to the plate. Do you think the Cubs will win, Gale 21? I do. I hope so. I think Pete, challenge that, Pete. 0-1 count. Pete did not challenge. I do think we'll win. We're down 3-2. I'm hoping them for real. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I think there's a lot of Cubs. Baseball is better with the Cubs. Very good. We got an 0-1 count. Pete Crow Armstrong lines out to first base for the second out of the inning. Not necessarily holding true to my promise to Mr. Gale 21, but I'm thinking we get through. I think we pull this off. If I'd done this last night, I was pissed. I was pissed in the 8th inning, all right? Absolutely pissed because we gave up a home run to go down 5-4. And you know what? Pete hit a walk-off. So it's not baseball is a great sport because you're not always in it, but to some degree you are. As long as it's not like a 3 or 4 run lead. Anything above 4 runs is kind of tough to come back from now. So, it is what it is. Anyways, 0-1 count. Sweeper misses down and away for Fede. Only 59 pitches into the 5th inning. He's really moving good right here. We got Seiya Suzuki at the plate. 0-2. Challenge that. Yeah, that's a ball. This ump has been bad tonight, guys. He's had some bad misses. You want the robot ump's argument? You show this game right here because he is missing. Anyways. Great challenge by Seiya. Love to see that. 2-1 count. Seiya Suzuki at the plate. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Fetty with the 61st pitch of the game from the windup. Sweeper left over the plate. Seiya looked like he was sitting on off speed. Man, he just missed that. Thankfully for Fetty, that sweeper had some bite on it, but if that had hung up there a little harder, that ball might still be flying. So 2-2 count to Seiya Suzuki, 2 outs. Fetty from the windup. Challenge that. No, that's actually a really great pitch. Jesus Christ. Dots the corner to end the inning. Strike 3 on Seiya Suzuki. He is not seeing the ball very well out of Fetty's hand. I will say that much. That is his second strikeout. Thomas streaming and I shouldn't read this out loud. Hold up. Okay, so my girlfriend is just talking smack to people. That's all right. That's all right. So we are out of the 5th inning, going into the top of the 6th with Assad still on the stripe. Gosman left the game with what seemed like some sort of discomfort in his, I think it was his left thumb. I don't want to promise that. It looked like his left thumb, but you never really know. I wasn't listening to the broadcast. So we're going to pull up game day, and hopefully it's not as fast. Oh, look at this. You know what Zoe's doing, guys? She's making a TikTok. She's posting that she's going to make her first TikTok. Oh, she actually, I think she already... Oh, man. We gotta see it. Hold on, I gotta mute this so you guys don't get... I don't want to get copyrighted for playing, like, some stupid crap. That wasn't me on the... Okay, I was gonna say, that wasn't me on the ball, was it? I think that was Josh. Oh, wow. She got a video of me dancing in the pool by myself. That's not cool. That's not cool. What's the caption? That's what I want to know, Zoe. What's the caption? You put it in the chat. You don't got to yell at me. All right. The game day's too quick, too. I can't watch the game day because it's going to ruin the game for me. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go off the broadcast, guys. I'm just going to have to go off the broadcast. Anyways, if anybody wants to see what... Oh, no. Is that Ohtani hitting another home run? Jesus Christ. I swear every time this guy, Pete hits a home run, Ohtani hits a home run like 2 minutes later. It's like they go 1 for 1 for home runs. It's a heck of an MVP race. I will say that much. Hell of an MVP race between Pete and Ohtani. It's fun though. Been fun to watch. I was thinking I can only hear you with my silly goggles on. Yes, you can. So, anyways, grounder to shortstop. Horner with the play to first for the first out of the inning. It is still 3-2. Sox with the lead. We got 1 out, top of the 6th. Assad, Mr. Assman, on the stripe. One of my favorite pitchers, honestly, for the Cubs in the Cubs organization. Always pitches out of kind of like a stretch type mode. Little base hit right up the middle. This could be 2. Let's see if Pete does what Pete does. Oh no. Oh no. That's not what Pete does. That's not what Pete does. He missed the ball and rolled to the fence. And that's a double for the White Sox. And we got a runner on second base with only 1 out. Sitting here talking about how much I'm enjoying these Cubbies play. And we got a double. It's all right. It's all right. So, Assad on the stripe. We got... Who we got at the plate? The Montgomery? Yeah. No, Meadroth. Probably not pronouncing his name right, but Meadroth. Let's see what we got. Oh, can I do that? No. All right. 0-1 count. Aside from the stretch. Meadroth at the plate. Barry's a sweeper. Not really too competitive of a pitch. Really want to see that stay on the outside of the plate a little bit more up and then just drop right out of the zone. We saw a bunch of those with Ghazi. So let's see what Assad can do here. 1-1 count, 1 out. Meadroth at the plate. Swing and a miss on the sinker inside. Looked like he was sitting fastball. Thought he got it. And there you go. Strike 2. So 1-2 count, 1 out. Runner on second, top of the 6th. Assad on the stripe from the stretch. Let's see what we got here, kid. Strike him out. Come on. Grounder up the middle. Ramirez over to first. Runner from second. Montgomery over to third. But we are at 2 outs. Runner on third, top of the 6th. And we have Assad on the stripe with Peters coming up to the plate. So we got righty on lefty. Not necessarily what you want to see in this situation, but Tristan and Peters 2 for 2, a single and a double. Really seeing the ball well tonight. Let's hopefully we can keep these pitches competitive and down and away with, oh my gosh, a fastball right down the middle. How did that guy not? Looked like he was sitting fastball too. He just missed But Assad missed, and so did that guy, thankfully. That's baseball for you, though. You pipe a fastball down the middle, sometimes the guy's going to swing right over top of it. So 0-1 count. Assad from the stretch. Four-seamer right on the corner up, top corner, top rope on the outside. Exactly what you want in that. Is exactly the pitch that he wanted in that situation. Make that pitch look hittable and let that thing just cut away. Love to see that. I gotta scroll out of that, otherwise I keep looking over at the stream that's too far ahead. But 0-2 count. Peters at the plate. Assad from the stretch, not wind up. It's a silly talking there. Runner on third, top of the sixth, and the pitch. He hits it hard. It looks like it's gonna be a fly ball out to Ian Happ, and that gets them out of the inning. It's really hard to judge without hearing the crack of the bat. It's hard to judge. It looked like he hit the crap out of that ball, but hey, I'm not here to judge. Cheers, everybody. Going into the bottom of the sixth inning, that is through into the middle of the sixth. Due up for the Cubbies is Alex Bregman, Michael Bushy, and Nico Horner, two of my favorite girls. My girls' favorite players coming up to the plate. We love to see that. 3-2 count, middle of the sixth. 3-2 count. 3-2, middle of the sixth. And let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can make something out of this, boys. Let's check Twitter, make sure people aren't freaking out about something I said. Seems like we're okay. Nothing too bad here. All right, 3-2 to the White Sox in the crosstown rivalry. We got a good game here, ladies and gentlemen. I hear somebody coming up the stairs with a crack of a drink, so sounds like somebody else is coming up to join us with some sillies. Maybe make an appearance here. Did she post her first TikTok? No. Why did you send that then? Are you gonna post it?
I had to preview it.
It seemed pretty good.
It was a red carpet event.
Well, you're gonna post it?
Maybe. I have something.
Well, you got 4 people here that would definitely go and like it.
My TikTok's private.
Well, you're gonna have to open that up if you want some people to go and like that.
I just have something to tell you.
What do you gotta tell me? There you go. That's my girlfriend, ladies and gentlemen. Classic peacock. That's what we expect out of her. Is there a way that I can, hold on, play by play?
Actually watch it?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I watched it on mute, so I didn't get.
You didn't get to hear the song? You gotta listen to the song. That's like the most part.
Well, yeah, I'm not trying to get taken off of freaking. Oh my God. Reggie, fly ball out to the warning track. My girlfriend is distracting me. That looked like that was gone. And it looked like guys, I'm getting thirsty. I would love to chug a silly here. I need somebody to make me do it. So Breggies thought it was gone too. Man, Cody, where's that wind at? That seemed like that would take it far enough, but it did not. So yeah, I mean, Fetty even there. Anyways, from the wind up to Michael Bush, aka Mr. Bushy, throws a sweeper down and away. Not too competitive of a pitch, especially with a left-hand hitter on a right-hand pitcher. And that is more the second pitch of the bat, a sweeper down and away in the zone. Kind of probably what he was trying to do on that first pitch. 1-1 count, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Let's see it, Bushy. Cutter high and miss. Damn it, might have just chugged one in. Yeah, I might have to, Cody. I might have to. If they're gonna make me, I'm thirsty. All right, Fetty 2-1 count. Bushy outside sweeper. Now 3-1. Still can't believe this guy's only 66 pitches into his outing. He could easily go to distance. You got Milwaukee winning 10-0 in Seattle. So the Cubbies really need this. And that's a strike 2 to Michael Busch. Full count, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Michael Busch at the plate. We need it here, Bushy. Come on. Let me chug the silly, or at least give me a Mickey Mouse impression or something. Cheers to my... Ooh, might have just spilled that silly on my girl. Nope, challenge that. Go ahead. Challenge that and lose that challenge. Don't let him drink that up. Is there a napkin around here? That's a ball. Oh. My World Cup hoodie.
How many of them do you have?
I only got one World Cup hoodie, but
Why?
I really, yeah, hoodies, yeah. This is the one I wore in Mexico.
So you blend in?
Mexico City, yeah. We went to the England versus Mexico game, and we brought a green hoodie simply because I wasn't sure if the Mexico fans were going to go crazy on me being an England fan. Anyways, Nico Horner at the plate, runner on first, 1 out, sweeper down and away for the first pitch, 1-0 count. We are ahead in the count for Nico Horner. Let's see a jack, Nico. Let me and Zoe down the silly right now. Come on. Another pitch, sinker outside, ahead in the count, 2-0. We got Bushy on first. We got 1 out. And hopefully we can get this crowd in Chicago into this a little bit. It is a Tuesday night in Chicago and a complete sellout. But you love to see that in the middle of August. From the stretch, Fetty, base hit up the middle for Nico Horner. We got runners at first and second with only 1 out. And Pedro Ramirez coming up to the plate. He already has a base hit on the day, 1 for 2. He's actually batting .293, so batting quite well since he came up. You love to see that out of youngster too. So base hit for Nico Horner. I feel like this guy gets base hits up the middle every single plate appearance. I think he 4 for 5 last night, 3 for 4, or 3 for 5. He had at least 3 base hits, maybe 4 base hits last night. We got a little pitching mound, a mound visit. There's the word. Sorry. Mound visit. I'll check last night. Yes, 4 for 5, 2 RBIs for Nico Horner. Honestly, coming in at the perfect moment losing Dansby is tough simply because of defense. So having Nico slide over to shortstop and play as well as he has for the last couple games is lovely to see. It's what we want to see, honestly. Anyways, Fetty on the stripe from the stretch. Runners on first and second. Pedro Ramirez takes the first pitch for a ball, but it is challenged by the catcher, and this will be turned into a strike. Great. Was it a sweeper, it looked like? I didn't catch it on the broadcast, but I think that was a sweeper. Perfect pitch for Fetty, what you want to see. Getting ahead in the count, 0-1. So runners at first and second, 1 out. Pedro Ramirez at the plate. Let's see a base hit, kid. Base hit, move the line, score a run. Sweeper in the dirt, trying to basically throw the same pitch that he did on the start of the at bat, and he just overclocked it, buries it, and moves the count to 1-1. With Pedro Ramirez at the plate. Would love to see a base hit, or let's get a little gap, or you know what? Let's make me chug my silly. Come on. High and inside cutter, fouled off by Pedro Ramirez to move the count to 1-2. We got the ball boy running all the way to the corner. Is it a ball girl actually? That's tough to see. Ball something. He, she, or they. I don't know. But, oof, that's a rough look by the ball guy. As a ball boy for sure. Actually, just kidding. As a ball... we sure? Are we sure that's a gal? I don't know. I'm not... You're assuming. You're assuming. Oh, you're going to tell me it's a gal. That could easily be a guy. Are you kidding me? Cody, back me up here. Or I don't know if you're watching the broadcast, but... I think he can watch it. I don't know. I think he's chilling. Anyway, 2-2 count. Runners at first and second. Pedro Ramirez at the plate. 1 out. Fetty with the pitch. Inside sinker. Non-competitive pitch to run the count full. This is what you love to see. Let me move that so I don't accidentally cheat and see what's happening, because I have a horrible tendency to do that. I saw something move over here. I don't even want to look. So we got 3-2 count. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Come on, Pedro. Take us deep. Oh, swing and a miss. Strike 3. He buries the sweeper. Not the best pitch, honestly, but at the end of the day, like, that's kind of what you're trying to do with that sweeper. It's a lot lower than what he's trying to dot it, but it gets the job done. And Pedro Ramirez strikes out with 1 out and runners on first and second. And that sends Venable out to the mound to swap out the pitchers. I got my girlfriend over here doing Snapchats where she's yelling "Pakak," and you're getting a small glimpse into the life that I live, everybody. We got a foot making an appearance. Chill. People got to pay extra for that.
It has skunks.
It doesn't need skunks. It already is stinky. Anyways, we are going into the top of the 7th inning. Just kidding. Still bottom of the 6th inning. That was not getting out of the inning. Venable is getting. It took, honestly, Fetty, hell of a. Huh? Did they switch pitch? They switched pitchers after the first inning? I didn't realize that. It shows how much I'm paying attention. No wonder why he's way behind in pitches. Jesus Christ. All right, so they had started the game with Hudson. They moved Fetty in after the first inning. Can't blame him. He gave up 2 home runs. So Fetty comes out. Valverde, I think I said his name wrong. Now we got Brosman coming into the game with runners at first and second and Ian Happ at the stripe. I don't know who Brosman is, but I can tell you right now, this man is a left-hander. Let's see. He is a right-hander. I don't know what they're doing. If they had any scouting report, they'd be putting a left-hander into the game, because Ian Happ cannot hit lefties right now. So they're putting a right-hander into the game. I think that smells pretty good for Cubbies fans. I will say that much. Smells quite good. What's up, Mr. Diamond? Welcome into the stream. That was our plan. Was to let the lefty face PCA early, and he failed. Yes, he did. He failed glorious. You know what's funny? He failed on both of the left-handed batters. Bushy and PCA went yard. So much for that guy being the left-handed stopper. He did not do that much. So Ian Happ at the plate, runs at first and second. First pitch, swing and a miss with a changeup. Growing up, I was told you don't throw a changeup on the first pitch, but I guess, will you get your foot out of our stream? You got to pay extra for that. Ian Happ, 0-1 count. Ball buried in the dirt. Another changeup for Brosban. To send the count 1-1. We are officially in the back half of the game, guys. This are the winning innings. So base hit scores a run. Ian Happ at the plate. Another changeup by Brazaban. High and outside to move the count to 2-1. Hell, if it was softball, I'd say bring the starter back and for the Cubbies' sake. I agree. That would be nice. 2-1 count. Sinker outside to send the count to 3-1. So 2 outs, runners on first and second, 3-1 count for Ian Happ. I can imagine he's laying off this one. Ooh, got a little underneath that, but man, close, barely missed it. So he popped fly ball to center field for the 3rd out of the inning, and that ends the 6th with the score still 3-2 in favor of the White Sox. And that takes us into the 7th inning. And Cody might be right. We might be pounding the silly during the 7th inning stretch. I got a little worried there once we hit 2 home runs to start the game. I was like, I'm going to be very, very silly by the 4th inning, but it is stopped. It is halted. No. It is the 7th inning. But my girlfriend looks at me, it's only the 4th inning. Like, no. It's the 2nd. Batter, grab a 2nd one. I agree. We'll down one for the 7th inning stretch just for you, Cody. It's not the 7th inning stretch. I'm just taking a sip. But what's up, Ryan Zeke? Goodbye, Ryan Zeke. That was a quick check-in for you. What's up, Pax 310? How's your day going? People just don't like their names calling out right away.
I feel like you're like the teacher being like, we have a new student.
All right. No, that guy's gone right away too. All right. I didn't even get a chance to say that guy's name. All right, hold on. What's up, Mason DH26 football emoji? But I'm not scaring them. You're scared. All right, what's up, GK47LCO? How you doing, brother? Yeah, he's gone too. I can't. You're right. I can't. I gotta get people warmed up to me before I call them out. What's up, Marco Fago? How you doing, brother? What's up, Marco? How you doing, my man? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me, Marco. I know you're there. Come on.
Did you know we went for a cheeky pint?
He's at least chilling. Yes, they know. I've talked about it.
We went for a cheeky pint early tonight, and Ashley and Austin showed up literally 30 seconds.
I told you to invite them.
I did invite them, and Ashley said no because it's Austin's night to cook, and he's making chicken shawarma. And then she sent me a text like, we came to surprise you, and you guys are gone, and Austin didn't fulfill his promise, so now I'm having to cook the defrosted chicken.
Oh, they're gonna surprise us. Ooh, go get. Can you get that spice bag for us? Actually, no, I'm not gonna mukbang this. Anyways, Assad from the wind up. Get your shit out of here, girl. See what I deal with, Cody.
See, skunk socks, no. Boobs, yes.
Yeah, everybody loves boobs. Nobody doesn't. You could be a gay dude and you love boobs.
I would argue that a lot of people
Challenge that. Some people do. Some weirdos challenge. Oh, okay. All right, 1-1 count. Assad from the wind up, top of the 7th inning, 3-2 to the Sox. Yeah, get your socks out of here. Grounder up the middle to Nico Horner, acting like he's been playing shortstop all his life. Honestly, when you're that good, you usually do play shortstop growing up. They're showing Fetty happy about the fact that my girlfriend's taking Snapchats of us now. Happy on that fly ball out. Anyways, Assad on the stripe. We got 1 out, top of the 7th inning, and he winds up for the pitch. Sinker inside for the first ball of the bat. We have a 1-0 count with 1 out. Assad coming in relief for Ghazi, Kevin Gosman. Great pitch. Dots the outside corner with what looked. They didn't show me what it looked like, a sinker to me based on the speed, but the broadcast did not show me the pitch. So I can't act like I know more than I actually do. But I was a pitcher for like 10 years, so I do kind of know a little bit of something. 1-1 count. Assad with the windup. Curveball dots it right in on the outside of the plate to move ahead in the count. 1-2. What's up, Maya? Welcome on in. Assad with the windup and a grounder. Nico playing a little too much up the middle. Again, another one of those. You want to talk about good defense. Not that Nico is a bad defender. It's just not his natural position. And you can even see just off that replay, did not read the ball off the bat very well. That seems like a play Dansby Swanson makes, I would say 7-8 times out of 10. Probably reads it off the bat a little better from that side of diamond. So now we got Murakami coming up. Had a homer earlier in this game. 94-mile-per-hour fastball right down the pipe, fouled off back for an 0-1 count. What's up, Cody Lundberg? How you doing, brother? So 0-1 count, run at first, 1 out, top of the 7th. Assad from the stretch winds up and misses outside with the sinker to move the count to 1-1. Murakami at the plate, their 2-hole hitter. Assad from the stretch winds up and pitch. Cutter inside misses for 2-1. A pretty good pitch. A couple more inches inside and it's basically perfect. Almost what he's trying to do. Trying to run that cut inside, make it look like a ball and catch the top of that zone. 2-1 count. Winds up and dots a sinker in the bottom corner for the second strike of the bat to move to 2-2 with 1 out. Big pitch coming up here. Would love another sinker down and away. Maybe grounder to Nico. Yeah, we're going to call it time here for Murakami as the reset. But let's get a sinker down and away. Grounder to Nico. Turn 2. Let's get us out of the inning. Actually, it would be a grounder to Bushy. He throws the sinker but completely misses high and away. It probably trying to do what I was saying, but I think Murakami is a dead pull hitter. So not necessarily going to cue one off the end of the bat to Bushy like that. So if anything, it's probably going to Ramirez. Pickoff attempt to first base by Assad to keep the runner honest. A 3-2 count with 1 out. Not a bad spot to send the runner here. It's their first hitter, so he's probably quite quick. I don't know too much about him, but runner goes, strike him out, throw him out, safe at second. So Murakami strikes out, but Amaya not able to make the play at second. But hey, I will say I do know a thing or two, I guess, because I said that. What are you doing over there? I did say the runner might be going, so I kind of called that one, but probably got a decent jump on it. Again, Nico not necessarily the man that would necessarily be covering there in those situations, but not necessarily saying he isn't somebody that ever covers. Do you have a question? Is that why you're raising your hand? What's up? Ask it. Stupid questions are usually the best ones.
Now I noticed, so the White Sox jerseys aren't white. That feels a little misleading.
Well, they're away, but go on.
Are their socks white?
No, they're actually black, but go on.
Well, that's double misleading. Second of all, their shirts say Chicago.
Yeah, because it's the crosstown rivalry.
I didn't know they were from Chicago.
They're on the south side of town. Yeah.
But the south side, like that?
Yeah, so Cubs are on the north side, the White Sox are on the south side.
They got symbols?
They don't got gang signs. Is that what you're saying? No. They might. I mean, some of their fans might. I don't know if you saw there was a crazy fight in the bleachers yesterday. I don't know if you saw the TikToks of that, but
I didn't know they were in Chicago. Where are the Red Sox at?
Boston.
Oh.
Boston. Yeah.
Don't let me fool you. My basketball knowledge is very vast.
She knows much about basketball, I'll tell you that. 0-2 count. Assad from the stretch misses with a sinker outside. 1-2 count. Runner at second. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. And Cody, I am gonna down this silly juice at the 7th inning stretch. I think just for you. Just because you hung out with us most of this game. 1-2 count. Sweeper misses away for Assad to move the count to 2-2. What's up, White Sox 2 2005? Goodbye, White Sox 2 2005. Nice to have you here. What's up, Kimberly? Goodbye, Kimberly. Oh my, you're gonna get mad at some random girl named Kimberly joined ours. Come on. Vargas fly ball to right field. Seiya's a DH today. Conforto is actually playing right field. So Conforto makes the play. Cody. All right, Cody, it's for you, my man. Anybody else participating in Silly Juice at home? Cheers to you guys with the Ronaldinho cup. Are you kidding me? Are they not going to show the 7th inning stretch on the broadcast? What type of shit is that? This is what I get for watching on TBS. We're going to go to MLB.com. We're going to go watch who they got on the stretch today. Oh my God, make me log in. I can't type. Verify account, password, like a normal person. I'm gonna miss the whole stretch because of this. How is TBS not? There we go.
They don't win, it's a shame.
For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs. Cheers, boys. We refill my silly. I got one in the mini fridge.
Chevy SUVs are made with everything you need to bring out your best.
Get your
You can count
foot phone out of here.
and tech that has your back.
See what I deal with, Cody? This is what she does. This is
Get into a 2026 Chevy Trax starting at $23,000.
My hello. All right, go. We got a Maya at the plate. Let me mute this now, so that way I don't get kicked off YouTube. Oh shit. Well, all right. I guess my stream's been behind the whole time. I don't even know. Oh, now they're gonna show it on the TBS broadcast. It should be I can't say, but it starts with an M. All right, first pitch inside to Amaya. Takes the ball. 1-0 count. Brazabon still on the stripe. Second pitch misses inside. 2-0 count for Amaya. Bottom of the 7th. Would love to see him get on base. 2 strikeouts tonight. Has not been seeing the ball pretty well even since last night. He had a horrible strikeout last night. Who's runners on base? Excuse me. That silly water is catching up to me. Okay, relax. If you had too many silly waters too. It's 3-0 count. Amaya, ball 4, lead off walk. Now that is what we're looking for. What's up, Oshie? Welcome on in. What's up, Princess P Paparazzi? How you guys doing? Oshie? They didn't like me calling out his name, and he's gone right away. But Princess is here. Ooh. Y'all didn't hear that. I'm 33. Don't worry, my voice isn't cracking. I'm just getting a little excited. What's up, Princess? Welcome on in. Joseph16X, welcome on in. My girlfriend's looking at me because I call her Princess, and she's like, who you calling Princess right now? Anyways, runner on first, Michael Conforto at the plate. No, I'm up. Oh, yeah. Got these last year. Matches my outfit. I'm a young pup. I feel like an old pup, so I appreciate you calling me young. We got Conforto at the plate. Brazabon puts it into the dirt. 1-0 count to start things off with a runner on first. Bottom of the 7th. Charles is barking it and wants in on the stream. Brazabon cannot seem to find the strike zone. That is 6 straight balls for him. And let me tell you something. As a Cubs fan, this is what we love to see. We want a pitcher to be struggling a little bit. We want the crowd to get into it. Wrigley, this time of year when the Cubs are good, it's basically a playoff atmosphere. You hear people talk about it all the time. What's up, Shy Girl? Welcome on in. What's up, Oshie? Oh, every time I say Oshie, he leaves right away, but he keeps coming back. I don't know why. Shy Girl's gone too. Don't worry, baby girl. What's up, MBB? Welcome on in. We watching the Cubs game right now. Anyways, 2-0 count. We got Conforto at the plate. This man has been pretty clutch this season. So let's see if Brazamon can get one over the plate. There you go. He was taken all the way. Hey, Chicago in the building. Let's go, White Sox. Okay, Prince says, get out of here. I'm just kidding. You can chill with us. You're good. I'm just playing. We fans of any fans here. Brazabon buries the changeup. 3-1 count. It is 3-1. Nobody out. Runner on first. Conforto at the plate and the NL MVP on deck. Appreciate the love, boys and girls. Thanks for coming out. Brazabon from the stretch winds up, misses inside. And Suzuki one-hit run or RBI. Please, Cubs win large. Mr. Sue's 7-10. I agree, but you know what? Ooh. Venable coming on out, taking him out of the Brazabon out of the game. I can't blame him. You got future NL MVP Pete coming up to the plate. Your pitcher's struggling with command. You got White Sox fans in the crowd looking real stressed out. And so, Suze, I'm hoping you're right. If Pete hits another jack here, I will run around this house like crazy. You have my word. What's up, Oscar Rodriguez Jr.? How you doing, my man? Goodbye, Oscar Rodriguez Jr. People don't like their names called out. Oh, no, he's back. What's up, Oscar? How you doing? How you guys doing? All right, we got a pitch and change coming up. Who are they bringing? It looks like Grant Taylor. What are they doing? They're bringing a right-hander? That seems silly. Why would you bring in a right-hander? What's up, Oscar? You a Cubs fan? Yes, sir. That's what we like to see. Pete, do you think is Pete gonna hit a home run right here? I think he is. PCA hitting a dinger right now. See, we're on the. It's like we've known each other for years. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Flock Steelers. Is that like a play on words? Nope. He's gone. He didn't want to be called out. It's okay. Oh yeah, people will stay if you're here. Come on. There you go. Watch. People will stay. People will stay. We got a follow out of it last time. What's up, Jay-Z, Arambura, Escamil? Oh, he's gone.
I kind of want to. I'm gonna be like the Peanuts adults, where you never see their face, and it's always. Wah, 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 wah.
Sure. Don't be wrong. People love to see your boobs, so they're not gonna complain. They're not gonna complain. No one's gonna complain about that. So. Appreciate the love, boys. Appreciate the love. I'm hoping PCA hits a dinger here. What's up, user 1547945? Oh, he's gone. You didn't even let me finish before you left. All right, Pete, come on. Oh, count. For some reason, they bring a right-hander in. Must be a four-seam fastball right down the center of the plate. Pete was obviously sitting off speed on that one. 0-1 count. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. 10 seconds on the pitch clock. Grant Taylor on the stripe. PCA at the plate. That is a fastball down and away. Probably should have been challenged by the catcher. Could have easily been 0-2, but instead we're at 1-1 with nobody out. Runners at first and second. Let's see it, Pete. I want to chug this silly. Come on. Oh.
That was a good catch.
It seems like he's sitting off speed. So he hasn't swung at either of those fastballs. It's 1-2 count now. He's gonna have to fight, stay alive. He's had a great eye all season. We got a 1-2 count. I'm gonna flip it. We're flipping it to give us a little rally flip. Come on, Pete. 1-2 count. Wind up. Buries a curveball. Non-competitive pitch. Moves the count to 2-2. And we got runners at first and second with Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate. This, I will tell you why I've been watching him all season. This just feels like the moment that Pete hits a home run. Or at least a base hit, moves the line. Come on, kid. Let's see it. 2-2 count. Fouled off. Oh, on the four-seamer inside for Pete. Keeps the count 2-2. Oh, I will go tarps off if Pete hits a home run here. If Pete hits a home run here, I'm tarps off. You guys can see my moves. I'll probably get kicked off TikTok for it, but fuck it. Pete, 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. That's a great fastball from Grant Taylor. Upper deck. That is not what you want to see. The hat's going back forward because apparently that was bad luck. Putting my headset back on. Tarps are staying on, but I will extend the tarps off bet to Seiya Suzuki. Damn. Pete. I know. Cody's the man. I appreciate you joining us, Cody. Seiya Suzuki, 1 out. Runners on first and second. First pitch right down the middle, sinker taken for the first strike of the at-bat, moving the count to 0-1. Seiya Suzuki's had a bit of a rough night, but this is a perfect moment for him to just go deep, stay inside pitch, check swing, no strike. That will be 1-1 on the count. Runners at first and second. Only 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. This is winning time right here, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Curveball hung up in the zone. Oh, man, it felt like he was sitting on that too, and he just fouled it straight back. Anytime you see a batter foul something straight back, they barely missed that pitch. They barely missed it. 1-2 count. Grant Taylor on stripe. Throws a slider and just absolutely overclocks it. Almost throws it over the catcher's head. Not what you want to see out of your reliever, to say the least. Moves the count to 2-2 for Seiya Suzuki. What's up, the Bears? Welcome in. Welcome in. Seiya Suzuki swing and a miss on the slider, down and away. Grant Taylor showing why he was thrown on the mound with his 2.09 ERA. Already 2 Ks right out the gate. I mean, sheesh. Made Seiya look silly on that, to say the least. Really great pitching, pressure pitching for Grant Taylor. We got Braggs up to the plate. Grant Taylor drops a curveball into the top of the zone for an 0-1 count. Really would love to just see us move the line here. We'll stop trying to hit a jack. Let's see what Braggs can do. He's been on fire lately. Swing and a miss on the slider. Great pitch by Grant Taylor again. The guy seems dialed in. Hasn't missed a pitch so far. You can see why they brought him in. All right, let's see what we got. 0-2 count. We got to fight here, Braggs. Slider stays inside. Honestly, a great pitch. No clue how Braggs stayed off that one. I got to give it to him. That's a tough pitch to lay off of. If you've ever played baseball, it's slider down and inside. It looks like it's hanging, and that way to stay off it. 1-2 count. From the stretch. Braggs with a base hit to left field. That's going to score a run and give us a Mickey Mouse impression. Woohoo! Let's get drink some water, boys. Let's go. Braggs ties the game. Oscar Rodriguez, I agree. Let's fudge and go. I don't want to get kicked off TikTok, so I'm not going to curse too much. But let's go. LFG, I agree, Cody. Braggsy with out in front, too. Just slaps that ball to left field. Runner is going on contact with 2 outs. That's going to score a run every single time. I didn't even realize we had Alcantara pinch running for... Who the fuck was it? Was it Amaya? It was Amaya. So that probably means, first pitch... down and inside, called a ball, but the catcher's going to challenge this. This will be a strike. So Amaya got pinch run for it for Alcantara. Great call by Craig Counsell. That means that our boy Carson Kelly is coming back into the game. So good to see, to say the least. 3-3. Runners up first and second. 2 outs. 0-1 count. Michael Bushy at the plate. Let's see it. Line. Oh, what a play by their second baseman. You got to give it credit where credit's due. Liner straight to the second baseman, and he makes a diving play to end the inning. Son of a biscuit, that looked like a scored run. You got to give it to them, though. I mean, what's his frigid name? Chase Midrath with a hell of a play to keep the Sox or keep the game tied, because if that gets through, that is another run scored. But hey, we will take it 3-3 to tie the game going into the 8th inning. And guys, this is just, it reminds me of last night. We are right back in it. So let's see. I'd imagine they're going to keep Mr. Assman in, but you never really know with this stuff. Assad, for those I don't know, Assad Tatis with another homer. Really? We got to go look that up on Twitter. Let's see. We're in a commercial break, so don't blame me for going and looking stuff up. Tatis. Latest. Sheesh. Is it Tatis or Machado? Oh, it was Tatis. And Machado. Sheesh. These guys are, I'll tell you what, I love, if you ever get a chance to go out to San Diego Petco Park, it's an incredible stadium. Me and my girl, who were sitting here with Zoe, we actually got a chance to go to Petco Park for a few games. I mean, it's a blast out there. San Diego is a great city, but also that stadium is just fun. That team is fun. Obviously, the Dodgers are kind of dominating the NL West, but what you doing over there? You clicking buttons? You want a light? You can turn the computer on. Well, you gotta hit the power button on the computer. What's up, everybody? Welcome on in. We got a great game here. 8th inning. Empty my toes. Let's go, Cubs. I agree, my man. I agree. Assad on the mound, pitching from the windup, throws a changeup to start the at bat and dots it right on the bottom corner of the plate for the first strike. 0-1 count. We're moving right back into that second pitch, and he winds up, and the pitch, it is popped up into a weird area. Let's see, and it looks like, oh, man, that was a playable ball. We could have made the play there, but seemed like right perfectly between Bregman and Ian Happ. They're showing this replay again on the broadcast of the second baseman. I mean, Midrath, credit where credit's due. Help, saved a run. You talk about WAR, wins above replacement. That's saving a run. Defensive runs, right? Defensive run saved right there. That was one. So credit to that dude right there. Let's see what we got here. 0-2 count to start the inning for Assad. Who we got at the plate here? Who do we got? Beyond Tendi. Four-seam fastball outside and high to push the count to 1-2. Like we said earlier, Carson Kelly moved into the catcher spot. What's up, Greta? Welcome on in. 1-2 count. The pitch fouled off. Four-seam fastball down and inside. Hit quite hard out of play. We got, you're right, that was a girl. That was a girl. It's a girl. The ball girl. I guess it's not a ball boy. The ball girl. Ball gal. Ben and Tendi, Arkansas boy. Did not know that, but knowing your history, Cody, I can imagine that's why you know that. So 2-2 count. Assad with the wind up and strike 3 on the curveball. What a perfect pitch. Like, you couldn't throw it any better. Basically make that curveball look like it's hanging, like you can hit the freaking piss out of the ball and drop it right out of the zone like he did. And that's exactly what you asked for. And that says Craigie Council out to the mound. And that means we are going with a pitching change. And man, great outing. 3.1 innings pitched. Only 2 hits given up, 2 strikeouts, but no earned runs. Is exactly what you want out of him. Coming in relief for Ghazi with the, stuck thumb or whatever the heck was going on there. What's up, Bree Diaz? Welcome on in. Hopefully you're a Cub fan. If not, get on out of here. I'm just kidding. You can stay if you want. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm having a lot of fun. I knew it. You went and got the stickers, didn't you?
I did, and it'd be a lot easier by the
I knew it.
It'd be a lot easier by the
Turn on the
I turned it on.
no, this light right here. The fan light. Is it on the remote? There's a fan remote over there.
You know how many remotes you have?
It's like a little guy. It's like a little white guy.
Two remotes for
They don't need to know how many TVs I got in here. As far as they know, I got one TV and we're all watching the same TV. They don't need to know how many TVs are up in here.